Hello guys, my name is Clermont. Okay, so last episode we built the mausoleum. Well, this stable. We built this stable. So we finally have a place to put our horses, which is very nice. We also built our dirt farm by encrypted. So the dirt farm is designed by encrypted. Which we already have a lot of dirt. So using this dirt we got a lot of mud and mangrove roots. Which, because we have the mangrove farm, we get a lot of mangrove, what's the name? Muddy roots, muddy mangrove roots. Since we can have a lot of mangrove roots here in this farm. So yeah, so now that we have finally built that, then it's time to build the mausoleum. So I will basically make it time-lapse, showing all the terraforming that we have to do, and then I will build the mausoleum. So let's go to the time-lapse. Woo! so we have been busy. So I prepared this terrain. So yeah, we made this like below, behind the chapel. So we have more. I tried to make more interesting because I felt like everything was too flat. Like this is too flat, this is too flat, this is too flat. Everything is too flat, I feel, still. So yeah, I used dirt, so at this point it has already spread the grass. Oh look, here it can spread. These areas are really rare, at least. That's good. Okay, so yeah. I don't know about this terrain. I really struggle with terrain. It's something that I haven't practiced too much. Yeah, I tried to, instead of doing this like in the flat terrain, because like I said, I wanted to have the view from this room. So from here you can see the mausoleum. Yeah, I wanted to make it like more up, and I want to make like more interesting terrain because it's too flat at the moment. Well, if I do a lot of tombs then it won't matter, but yeah. At the moment I feel like I have to improve that. So yeah, it's a pretty basic design. So we have it in a platform. This should be oxidized like to this level. Yeah, it hasn't oxidized yet. So we have to wait. So I tried to use like white and diorite and bone block. I don't know, I feel like it is hard to distinguish the details from in here. This is something that I don't like. Yeah, I struggle so much with that. This as well, it has to be green. Yeah, this I like this view. So yeah, I think it's a pretty nice design, small. It looks like a small chapel. So we have one of our statues, well, angels, which we have in the chapel and in our base. So yeah, it's pretty basic. Like I took a lot of inspiration from Google. I have some plants here, windows. This is like a fountain, but you can throw stuff and they will be collected in a hopper. Slowly. And you get a redstone signal. So I want to do something here. Maybe music will sound or something like that. But yeah, the entrance, I use copper bars. Like I haven't used them. As well as here, I usually will use iron bars, so I used like oxidized. Oh, weathered. No, exposed. So I tried to make an instrument room. A lot of plants. This should be this color. Some stuff I haven't. I'm waiting for them to oxidize. Yeah, but if you go in the interior, then you will find this. Now this is the banner for Maha. So it's an upside down face, as you can see, the eyes and the mouth. Yeah, I managed to find like a design, so the eyes and the mouth. So yeah, it is really a cool design. I found it like using like some apps. So yeah, I have like a altar to worship Ma, to pray. We have, this is for names like, I don't know, rip, character, cause of death, blah blah. Yeah, I haven't decided who are going to die. I have like this, the idea is that this is like ashes and this is like the cork for the base, but I'm not sure. Like it works, but this greenish color doesn't work for me. So yeah, we have like, this is like, yeah, like you will, like usually in mausoleums they will have like they will close this stuff, so I have it like open here to show like there's a base here, and the others are closed. Like these ones, the idea is that they already sealed. So this has barrels because they will put like treasures and gold and jewelry of stuff. We have more bases. So yeah, this is the detail that I was talking about that I can add to the church. So in the worship area, I think it's not here. Here, I could change these shelves because it looks really cool. Like I prefer that with shelves, it looks better. In this color, I love this color. So yeah, if you guys want to see this design of the banner, it's like this. So a cyan base, so it's a white banner. So a cyan base, then cyan chief, cyan sculptures, white flower church, cyan creeper church, and cyan border. Yeah, the roof is pretty. It's intricate. I love adding these details. So yeah, we have flowers, of course, for the dead. And we have the tombs. The idea is that there are two tombs. This may be the parents. So this is like a normal tomb, like the ones that I have in my cemetery. If I can see, oh. So here is a pet, dark oak, but this one has a secret. So yeah, this is, you can open this and go down. The idea is that I will make like catacombs below, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah, there will be a secrets, of course, because that's the cool part about making a cemetery. Like if you have played, well, I have played Ocarina of Time, they would have like tombs where you could push them and get to catacombs below. I love this build. Like it's really a cute small build. It didn't take me long to build, at least. I love this build. This build is one of my favorites. I don't know. I feel like something camouflages. Like it's hard to take the details from really far away. And the sides are also not my favorite view. I'm never sure if I like my builds. Like I like them and I also don't like them. And we have to remove these trees. But a lot of this place is also not. Let's see. It's really not that spawn proof. As you can see. A creeper hole. Yeah, we have to light it up. Oh, look, we are very close to this birch forest. They're almost on the edge of the swamp. Yeah, I have to make the swamp go here. Like in this area, the cemetery. Because I'm running out of space. Well, I'm not running out of space, but it's hard to... So my base, I should have pushed my base more. I make it like here. Because the idea that I had with my cemetery is that you will have like this cemetery, so a big area, and then you would have like a base hidden, like a mansion hidden behind a forest. So this would be like the forest, the mansion, and a big chunk of the cemetery. But as you can see here, due to this terrain, then I have little space for tombs, like tombs here. Like at best, I want to stop making tombs from like this level. So that means we have like this little space, and I have the cemetery keeper space here. So I can't put tombs here. And I can't extend this too much because there is a birch forest here. Yeah. That's the problem with how I build. I sometimes underestimate the scale of things. Yeah, I also extended this terrain, I don't know. So it's still not fully finished, right? But yeah, I want to make like more tombs, make tombs here, maybe here. But yeah, right here I want to make like trees like hiding the mansion. The problem is that I also don't want to cover the mansion because I like that view of the mansion. Like I like looking at the mansion here. I'm also not happy that you can see the mausoleum from here. You can barely see it from here. Hmm. Uh, it's such a mess. Can you see it from? Oh, you can see it from here. Yeah, it's too chaotic, I feel. Like you can't picture the details from far away. Hmm. Like I like that build, but yeah, it's hard to see the details. So I took inspiration from B00. So Beatles has this ability to make like diorite look so well, but even at that distance you can see what's going on, which is something I struggle. Like look, it looks good, like it looks good by every side, but I feel like my build camouflages stuff. Hmm. Yeah, Beatles is a master in using white colors. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like. Like you can see here, this should be green. I love this view is perfect. Like I can't complain about this view. But yeah, this side isn't as good. Hmm. Oh, you can see the banners. I made by mistake this one because I was trying to copy from my other build. This is another banner that I had done. So this may be for the other god. So the god of fire. There will be like this is the goddess of the drought, Maha, and there will be like a god of fire or something like that. Mhm. Yeah, but yeah, this is the build. You can see that here we have like the same stuff, and we have this guy, but it goes to the ground here. uh, I love this view is perfect. Like this interior, I love it. At least this interior, I love. uh, so, oh, I just recorded a full segment and forgot to hit record. No. Okay, so something that I have been running out of is cobblestone and stone. So I made a cobblestone farm. So the sound is pretty low because of these guys. So this design, I don't know. So it's basically a cobblestone. It just gets full of cobblestone and then a TNT duper breaks all the items. All the cobblestone. So I don't know who the creator of this farm is. I've I'm quite sure that this is based on Ilmango's design. So Ilmango made something like this, but by the time Ilmango made this farm, there weren't like water logs, leaves or blocks. So then someone just added like this, the waterlog blocks, and then they said, "Oh, I have a new design." But yeah, it was basically Ilmango's design. If I'm not wrong, if I am wrong, please correct me. So yeah, I basically then get the cobblestone into a super smelter. So I get stone and a smooth stone. As you can see, these guys are crafting the stone, which is really slow. Like each stone takes 10 seconds to smelt. So then we get 10 smooth stone, which again takes 10 seconds here and 10 seconds here, which basically is 10 seconds because it basically is already smelted. Then it's powered by a carpet duper. But this carpet duper is intelligent. Like I basically, as you can see right now, it's off because I have enough carpet. But as you can see, I am detecting the signal from the last from the last hopper. So when this runs out of carpet, then it turns on this, and it only turns off when this is full. So I have the redstone here, which makes sure of that, because sometimes what happens like this is like the idea is that this turns off when it's below redstone level 3. But the problem with sometimes when people do this kind of design is that when it lowers, like when it's below 3 and it goes up to 4 and then down to 3, then it powers on and off and on and off and on and off. So what I do is when it's at redstone signal of 3, then it runs out. So let's show it. So I take this and this turns off instantly. Carpet dupers are so overpowered. I wanted to make another fuel source, but since I wanted to make like the farm for this episode, then I was like, this is the fastest way, so let's do it like this. But in the future, I may change this for a kelp farm. But for a kelp farm, you have to make like a super smelter, or maybe a bamboo farm. But bamboo farm always takes so long. So let's put this. Oh yeah, let's see. When it's full, what happens is this. So let's say it gets full. Let's take carpet from this. Okay, when it's full, it detects it and turns off the carpet duper. And as you can see, the important part is that it won't turn off just because, like right now, it already has burned. Like as you can see, it's already at 60. So if we remove that, then it won't turn on. So it will only turn on when it reaches that level, that down level again, which is what we want. So yeah, and this is all chunk loaded. So as you can see, I have a chunk loader here, and this is shulker loaded. So all the cobblestone and the stone and the smooth stone are shulker loaded, as you can see here. But this is overkill. Like this usually gives like, I think it's like 22,000 cobblestone per hour. So yeah, I usually just burn the excess because I don't need so much cobblestone. So yeah, and for stone and the smooth stone, I only have one chunk loader. So I have 4 for cobblestone and 2 for stone and the smooth stone. So yeah, I already have a lot of smooth stone, a lot of stone, and a shitload of cobblestone. This probably will last me for all the world. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And I also have a like here a shulker loader. So yeah, pretty simple design. And then for the next farm that we made, I made it in the nether. So this is a bamboo farm. It's basically using a flying machine. So basically this is I saw it in Kopfan's videos, but I designed it myself. Like, I didn't copy the design, I just tried to create it myself. Like, I understood like the basic principle. Like, it's a this is a unload proof, so it uses like a flying machine, but it isn't powered by observers, so it doesn't matter if this gets unloaded, it will work 24/7. Even if I leave the area and unload it, then it will never break. So yeah, so I saw that design from a company and I said, that's interesting. And then I wanted to build it. And yeah, I pretty much... So how did I do it? So I don't know how Copfan did it. I should check it, but yeah. I basically use a hopper, Ito hopper clock. Then I tried to see how flying machines worked. So at first I assumed that I only had to power this line and power this line with a slight delay, and then it will work for this side and this side. But I quickly realized that it didn't work, so the only thing that I did was like push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. So it was useless. Then what I realized was that, so at first I was just powering this with a repeater here, so a slight delay, and this observer with a redstone line. But I quickly realized that that's not how flying machines work, so I basically built a flying machine and then started testing with the flying machine. So flying machines, in reality, what they do is, so you have like a piston here and a piston here, and then you have like slime, and you have more slime, another slime here, a observer here, and an observer here. So when this piston pushes, so it pushes for a little bit, so this guy can pull. So basically this observer will try to pull this block, but since this is pushing, then it isn't letting. So it has like it locks it gets like a redstone signal like more than one. That's what it does. So it locks the piston from being able to pull. So that's what how the farms works. So what I realized quickly was that I had to add here the delay, not in what the observer sees. So then I came with the problem that it didn't work from one side. So from this direction it worked, but from this direction it didn't work. So then I had to invert the delays. So here for this direction, as you can see, the observer is in this side, and for this delay the observer is in this side. Now when it reaches the end, that you can see is here, so the observer changes positions. So now the observer is here and this other observer is here. So that's how I changed the delays that they have. And it was a pain. Like I had detected the signal here. So basically this piston gets here and this piston gets here. So that's how I tell the system like, hey, it reached the end, change the observer. But that was really complicated because observers, basically when a piston triggers, the observer sends a lot of updates, redstone pulses. So I had to basically transfer that line of pulses into basically a basic pulse. So I have a pulse extender here. So this turns like a pulse into a larger pulse, as you can see. And then I have like this. What's the name? I have a flip-flop here as well. And I have this which turns like this extended pulse into a small pulse. So yeah, I basically extend the signal and then return it as a single pulse. So it's like a pulse with a lot of delay. And then it finally worked. I also slowed down the clock. Like the clock is using 16 items if I'm not wrong. And yeah, I'm using 16 items because it doesn't have to be fast, it just has to work. And then I collect the items with a hopper minecart. So it should be basically lossless because like in bamboo farms, like maybe you use observer and a piston, so sometimes the bamboo will fall on top of these guys. So when it falls here, then the hopper minecart can't pick up the block. But since it's using this flying machine and it has like a space here, then the items will be pushed. So it will go either in these spots without bamboo or get here in the end. So then it should all be picked up by the minecart. And then we have like, I wanted to collect some bamboo, so yeah. I have one that collects bamboo and another that crafts it into bamboo blocks. So yeah, we have been running this like for 2 days and I already have a lot. Maybe I should shulker loaders as well. And the last but not least farm that we made is here. So I made a wool farm. This is the pretty basic design of a wool farm. So basically, an observer checks when they eat the grass, and then it powers the dispenser, and the dispenser has shears. So yeah, it just shears the chip, and I also have enough grass blocks for it to spread as fast as possible. But yeah, and then what is collected, I use a hopper minecart that is clipped into the block. So as you can see, it's inside of here, and then that gives me the materials. But it isn't lossless, as you can see. Like some wool ends up, well, at least the black wool. Like I don't see other types of wools being like that, and this isn't in a chunk border, so I don't know why this behavior is different from the others. But yeah, basically everything is collected into chulkers. So we have this amount, and look at the black. I have so little black because it spats out everywhere. Yeah, I've been running this for again today, and I have a crafter again for the chulkers. But this is overkill. Like I will never get so much wool from this because it's so small. Like I would have to run it like, I don't know, like a year 24/7 or more. I think not even a year. But yeah, at first I tried to get as much grass as possible, but then I tried to push like a grass block here, but I didn't realize. I always thought a chip were like, I knew that they were like one block, but I didn't know the block of grass here would kill them, and all of them died. So then I had to breed more wool, more chips, and return them. And I also we did negative progress. So I removed this sniffer farm. So I have already gotten a lot of sniffer seeds. So then this was running like 24/7 because I have this chunk loader here. And the problem with the chunk loader being here is that, yeah, the sniffers were always lagging the word. So I had sniffers and armadillos and a lace. So I moved the armadillos so that we have 2 here, and we got here another one, and we have all these sniffers here. I love sniffers, so I won't kill them, but I did kill the cows. So I had cows here, so this was also chunk loaded. So I had a lot of cows here and sheep. So yeah, this is like this was chunk loaded. So then what I did, so they didn't count toward, so they would count toward the mob cap. Like they weren't entity ticking, but they were still loaded. I think, well, no. Oh yeah, they weren't entity ticket, but they were loaded. So yeah, I killed all the cows, and I got all the chips here, but all the chips died. So yeah, I pretty much killed all my animals. And I moved all the villagers from here. Let me move. I also moved the villagers from here, and I moved them here. So again, all of this to prevent a little bit of lag. Because I was worrying that since I have all these mobs here, that maybe it was working too much. Oh. Yeah, I was worried about that, so yeah, I removed them. And yeah, that's the progress that we did today. So we made a wool farm, a stone farm, a bamboo farm, and we made the mausoleum. So that means it's a lot of progress. So I made the wool farm. The wool farm is specifically for the so for the wool farm is needed for the candy, because wool is a pretty good block to make for candy. Like the pink looks like bubblegum. The pink and the light blue are specifically, and I'm using the brown for like chocolate. And the stone farm is in, oh yeah, if you guys saw, the stone farm is like really far away from here, and that's because I want, yeah, the stone farm is right here in this, like very far away from everything, because here is where the witches are going to be living. So I want to make like a farm for each potion ingredient in the witch territory, in the witch kingdom, and I want to make like for every drop that they have. So with stone you can make the potion of infestation. So if you guys don't know what that potion is, you throw it at a mob, and when it gets hurt, then there is a chance that it will spawn a silverfish. So yeah, I need a stone farm in here. I also need like a slime farm, and I will make an iron farm. Another iron farm, and that iron farm is going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, the iron golems will fall and the witches will kill them. And for the wool farm, I am thinking like that for wool farm is very small, but I think I will make a bigger one. But that will probably be in the villager kingdom, so like the shepherds. I think that's called the shepherds, the one that you get from using a loom. So yeah, those villagers will basically be having like a overpowered sheep farm, because I have always wanted to make a like a really big wool farm, but I have never done that, and I need a lot of wool. So yeah, that's why I will make like a bigger wool farm. But yeah, I think that will be all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.